Are you ready for a what sold video? In this video I have fragile, yes fragile, I don't know what it is with me and fragile items, but fragile figurines and smalls, and when I can I show you some tips on how I packed it. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Vicki. Welcome. My husband Mark and I have been reselling on eBay for well over 20 years, and if you're a regular coming back, thank you so much for that too. And throughout the video I'll share with you my opinion of whether I would buy it again or not to resell. Let's get started. Finally sold this heart. It took a very long time. Tall silver tone, textured, yes, textured heart. Sculpture figurine, perhaps for a wedding. Paid $3.99 at Goodwill. Listed it in 21. I can't believe it finally sold, and it sold for full asking price of $39.95 plus ship. Woohoo! It is ceramic. It is fragile. We need to pack it. I'm going to start by wrapping it in paper, and I'm going to stuff paper all the way around the inside. That's one side. I'm going to check the other side. That looks pretty good. I think I need a little more on this side though, a little more paper. Let's wrap this up. Keeps popping out, but I'm going to wrap this up and tape this. So I've got it wrapped up, and I decided to add some tape just to give it some more stability, I guess. And I'm going to wrap this in bubble wrap, of course. But that's what I have so far. I have 2 sheets of large 1/2-inch bubble wrap this direction and 2 sheets this direction. I'll get it taped up, and then we got to figure out what box we're shipping it in. Okay, we've got this wrapped up. We're looking at about a 12 by 11 by, let's get the highest point here, 12, 11, 5. 12, 11, 5. I have a box that's 12 by 12 by 6. I have 2 sheets of large 1/2-inch bubble wrap in the bottom for extra cushion. And I'm going to fill in the rest with packing peanuts. This heart was quite large, about that big, I'd say. So it may look smaller in the video, but it was pretty good size. And hollow ceramic. Would I buy this ceramic heart again to resell? Well, I mean, I've been reselling for over 20 years, and that's the first time I've ever seen this, so I guess that would probably be a no, because I don't think I'll ever find it again. Let's move on to the next sale. This little cutie sold in our Avante-avenue store, and she's just front and center here. I think I moved her to get to another one the other day. So yeah, made in Korea. She's cute. As I said, she sold in our Avante-avenue store. I don't have down what I paid for her, but I've had her for a long time in my stash. I think I paid 50 cents, and it sold for $19.99 plus ship. And look what they paid, $47.41. This is an international sale. Can you believe that? They paid $47.41 for this little figurine. Wow. The first layer of tissue paper, and now I'll wrap her in another layer. Would I buy little figurines like this to sell again? You know, not all of them are birthday figurines. Well, I still have quite a few on my shelf, but they do sell. I have sold plenty over the years. They have to be in really good shape. You know, most of them have broken wings. If they are broken, if the flowers are broken, if the wings are broken, don't waste your time buying them. They need to be in really good condition, and probably not pay more than 25 to 50 cents, and you might get 10 to 15 out of them most of the time. So would I buy them again? If the condition and the price was right, yes, I would. But always check eBay active and sold comps and look at the lowest to the highest. Doesn't matter how high they're selling for, how low are they selling for. Keep that in mind. This next sale may not be exactly what you would buy, but I bought it and we sold it, and here it is. Sold a little trinket egg. Oh, there it is. Trinket box egg. Cloisonne. Little egg. Crazy thing is when you open it, it won't stand up. It's just plain inside. Not sure how much I paid for it. Cloisonne egg-shaped trinket box, sold for full asking price of $19.95 plus ship. Going to add some tissue paper to the inside of the top and the bottom. And I'll wrap it in tissue paper. I need to wrap it in bubble wrap, but I am going to use a 6 by almost 5 by 5 box. I wrapped it in small bubble wrap and now some large. I hope it still fits in my box. I think it might. I have some more bubble wrap in the bottom, then I have a small piece here. Let's see if I can get this to fit. I think it will. I just have to adjust it a little bit. Looks good. Just a little more bubble wrap on top. I'll get it folded up and in the mail. Would I buy an egg trinket just to sell again? Well, yes, it sold for $19.95, and that was really, really good. But that also is very, very unusual. Oh, gosh. Even if I got it for 25 to 50 cents, I'm not sure if I would buy it again. I think I lucked out on this one. But as I said earlier in the video, always check eBay active and sold comps and look at the lowest price that they're going for. That will help you make your decision. How's that? I'm over the moon with this next sale. I know it sounds corny, but you know, I'm trying to jazz it up a little bit here. I'm looking for a sun and moon. My notes say that it's on the top shelf left. Well, I'm not seeing it there. Oh, I think I see it. Here it is. It's just beautiful. Found it at a garage sale. It's a ceramic plaque made in Italy. Paid only $2 for it, as I said, at a garage sale. And it sold on offer for $30 plus ship. First thing I'm going to do is fill this impression here with some tissue paper before wrapping it in more tissue paper. Making sure it's lying flat, and then I'll wrap it again in tissue paper just to protect the finish. I'm starting with small bubble wrap first because it will conform to the shape of the plaque a little bit better than large. So I'll wrap it in small and then follow up with large. Next, I'll wrap it in some large bubble wrap, and because of the flat seam to the center of these two pieces, I laid one piece on the diagonal. So I'll just get this folded up and taped up. Looks pretty good. I just need to find the right size box and add some bubble wrap and or air pillows. Would I buy this again? Absolutely. Absolutely. Paid a couple of dollars for it. Sold it for around $30. Plus, celestial items sell. Stars and moons sell. So from brass to ceramic to whatever it might be, if you find a nice, unique, yes, unique item, decor item that features a moon and stars, sometimes a cherub too, check it out. Yeah, check it out. Might have some value. The next item is Delft. This next item, if it wasn't empty, I would have to ship it by ground advantage only. After I show it to you, I'll tell you why. We sold a little house, and it's on here somewhere. I think I see it back here. I think I can get it out carefully. This little Amsterdam little house. Cute little house. And the reason it says it's empty is because these used to have a beverage inside of them. Not anymore. And yeah, Amsterdam, however you say that, Herengrot, number 91, Delft Blue, empty. Empty, hand-painted Dutch house or bottle, paid 10 cents, and it sold for full asking price of $19.94 plus ship. Not too bad, 10 cents to $19.94. We'll take it. I'm wrapping it in foam wrap to protect the finish. It's just a very light padding. Then large half-inch bubble wrap and a small box with whatever else I can fit in there to fill around, maybe air pillows or more bubble wrap. First layer, second layer, test fit. I don't really have room for air pillows, but I can add some more packing material. I decided to try air pillows after all, and I can fit two. So I'll just put some more paper or bubble wrap around this. I have air pillows, a little bit of bubble wrap, the little Amsterdam little house, and I'll just add some packing paper around it. Okay, why would it need to be shipped ground if it had contents? Well, because it's a liqueur bottle, and you can't ship that via air. Okay, so it'd have to go ground, just like perfume has alcohol in it. And one time I had one that was new sealed, and I knew it had to ship ground, so that's how I did it. But would I buy these again? I have 10 cents into it. So, it was in a grab bag with other houses, and I sold those too. Absolutely, I would buy these again. I have sold them several times over the years, been quite a while, but sure, I'd buy them again. People collect them. A tiny little basket, a ceramic basket, possibly porcelain, with little flowers on it. I'll show you. Sold a little basket, and it's on this shelf. See it way in the back. Whoa. Have to move a few things. There it is. Little spring Easter basket made by Andrea by Sadek, at least sold by them. It's a cute little basket. It's made or distributed by Andrea by Sadek, and I paid 50 cents at a church sale, and it sold on offer for $12 plus ship. I'm wrapping it in tissue paper, small bubble wrap, and using a small eBay box, and any other packing that I need. I stuffed the tissue paper down inside. I am going to add some small bubble wrap that I folded over several times to help protect the handle, and then I'll wrap it here in some large 1/2-inch bubble wrap. I changed to a larger box. I needed more room after wrapping it, and I'll just fill in now with some more bubble wrap. I was able to place an air pillow on each end, and I'll just top it off with some more bubble wrap. Would I buy this again to resell? Well, yes, I would. One of the reasons is because it's Andrea by Sadek. I have sold many decor items that are Andrea by Sadek. Almost every single home decor store, and I should specifically say furniture store, that sells some art and lamps and accessories on the end tables and things like that, almost always you will find Andrea by Sadek home decor. Obviously, it's imported, and obviously they put their name on it, typically with the label, but it sells because it's considered higher quality than perhaps what you would find at maybe Kirkland's or a place like that. I don't think it's really any higher quality. It's just their name that helps it sell. So yes, if it says Andrea by Sadek, I would buy it again because I've sold several decor pieces over the years that are made by or marketed by Andrea by Sadek. The figurine that I'm going to show you next was so small. I think it was only about that tall, and it's shocking how much it sold for. Of course, it couldn't sell it for that unless I marked it up to that price, right? Can't always get away with that, but this time I did. Sold a tiny little mini pheasant. It's Lefton, little porcelain pheasant. Not sure what we paid for it, but it sold for full asking price of $29 plus ship. I'm going to wrap it in some foam wrap and then bubble wrap and probably a small box. Now I just need a small box. A couple of air pillows in the bottom, and I'm going to add some paper and some more paper on top. And it's good. I'll get this folded up, taped up, and in the mail. It's hard to say which left-in figurines are going to sell for a lot. You just have to do your research. Again, eBay active and sold comps. Yes, I search highest to lowest, but I also search lowest to highest. And if you're not somewhere near that lower price point, it's going to take a long time to sell. I was very happy with this sale. Yeah, very happy with it. So yes, I would buy it again. You know, I have heard of and sold plenty of sandy cast figures, sandy cast animal figures. But Creations by Carol, had never heard of it before. But we were at a church rummage sale and there were two cats there. And I know that people like their cat, and dog figurines and animal figurines. So I picked it up and yeah, it's sold. Sold a kitty cat, cute little kitty cat. Creations by Carol. Paid $1 for it at a church rummage sale, and it sold for full asking price in $19.95 plus ship. I wrapped the kitty cat in tissue paper, next small bubble wrap, and then large bubble wrap. If you're enjoying this video, I appreciate a like. Be sure to comment, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe and keep watching. There's more. The kitty cat's wrapped in bubble wrap. I have some air pillows, and then I'll fill in the rest of the area with some paper. Would I buy Creations by Carol figurines again? Cat figurines. I don't know if she makes dog figurines. I really don't know anything about the line other than I found these two cats. I still have one. But would I buy them again? If the price was right. And the condition. The condition to me needs to be really, really good. Not chipped up. No wear on the fur. Yeah, I would buy these again. And keep in mind, I mentioned sandy cast. Sandy cast has value, so keep your eyes open for that too, even though I don't have any sales for sandy cast in this video. So if I wasn't clear, yes, I would buy it again. Homeco figurines. You see them everywhere. See them all the time. But most of the little figurines come in sets. So if I was finding a single figurine, I probably wouldn't buy it. In fact, that happened today. Mark and I popped in the Salvation Army, and he showed me some little figurines that were Homeco, home interiors. And I'm like, nah. I said, no, it's just by itself. We need to have this set. And the sets can be anywhere from 2 pieces to 4 pieces to more, like their nativity set, right? So pick these up at our local Goodwill, and the price was right. And I did check comps before I bought them. So here's the sale. Sold a set of bears, actually 2 sets of bears. We put them together in one listing. They're Homeco bears, Christmas bears, 10-piece altogether of teddy bears. Paid $6 for both boxes at our Goodwill store, and they sold on sale for $33.96 plus ship. Each box gets wrapped in small bubble wrap. Got air pillows in the bottom in a 12 by 6 by 6 box, and I'll just add some more bubble wrap. Air pillows on the bottom, small bubble wrap, large bubble wrap, some paper on the ends, and more air pillows. I am not a big fan of buying little bears, but if you can find a set, I've done this twice now where I've sold 12 bears, Homeco bears that had all the different seasons and holidays, and now the Christmas bears. So yes, if the price is right, and no, this is not a game show, but if the price is good and condition excellent, and then you add on top of it, you have the original box, yeah, I would do it again. The next sale is a couple of, how can I say this? They're ceramic, but they're a ceramic project where someone had little figurines, little angel figurines, and they hand painted them, and they put names on the bottom because, they were gifted at the holidays, gifted at Christmas. Yeah, I bought them because it was one of our favorite church sales, and I always like to try to find something there to give a donation towards their food bank by buying something and or, give them a little extra. But yeah, I picked them up, and to my surprise, they sold. Not for a lot though, but they sold. Sold 2 little angel ornaments, and I thought they were going to be a tough sell because they have a name on the bottom. I hope they read everything and looked at all the photos. Set of 2, paid $2 for them, and they sold on offer for $15 plus ship. Each one will get wrapped in tissue paper that I'll just wrap around and around and around. I'll do the same thing with this one. Each angel will get wrapped in small bubble wrap, and then I'll wrap them in large and put them in a box. For the angels, I have a box that's about 8 by 6 by 5. Got some air pillows in the bottom. I think I'll be okay I just nest them in the bubble wrap and top it off with more bubble wrap. I decided to tape the one square bubble wrap down. Then I'll place that on the air pillows, and then I'll just, you know what? It's light enough, I think I'll put some paper around it. Paper on each end, and then I'll put this over the top. And it's good. I'll get it taped up and in the mail. Would I buy ceramic hand-painted figurines, no brand, and they have names written on the bottom? Would I buy them again? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Like I said, I sold them, not for a lot. They're cute, and I know that angels can sell, but I probably wouldn't pick them up again. Never say never, because I go to the Christmas open house every year. Love it. And if they're there, I could buy them again. Now this next sale, I was excited when I found these. Even more excited when I looked them up on eBay, because these little salt and pepper shakers have some value. There it is. Cute little salt and pepper shakers. Little mermaid. Boy and girl. Cute as can be. Found this set at a garage sale. 2 vintage Japan mermaid, mer boy, mer girl shakers. Paid $1 for this set. There's still pepper in one. I didn't even realize it. And they sold for full asking price at $39.95 plus ship. I'll wrap each one in some foam wrap and then small bubble wrap. Little mermaids. I'm going to mail them in a 12 by 6 by 6 box. 4 air pillows in the bottom, some large 1/2-inch bubble wrap, and then I'll just fill in and around with some paper and some filler. Do I even need to tell you, would I buy these again? Paid $1 and sold them for $39.95. Yes, 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 I would buy these again in a heartbeat. Condition matters, but yes, absolutely. I don't even remember what I paid for this next item. And it's a souvenir. And there was only one, so it was missing part of its set. But because we live in Tennessee, I couldn't pass up buying this cute little figurine because it said Nashville on it. Now we're on the east, Nashville's on the west, but it was just so cute. I had to get it. We sold a little chicken. Not just any little chicken. This one says Nashville, Tennessee, souvenir, made in Japan. Single little shaker sold from our store Avante-Avenue that we still have on eBay. And we listed it in 21, so it's been around for quite a while. And it sold for full asking price of $14.99 plus ship. This is where one of these small boxes will come in handy. I'll wrap it up, put it in here, and then mail this in a padded envelope. Start with small bubble wrap. It's all wrapped up. I'll add some more bubble wrap for this small box. I also like to write top, open here, so that they know the best way to open it. And then into a padded envelope it goes. This allows enough room to put the shipping label, and we're good. Would I buy that cute little chicken again? Well, yes. Yes, I would, because I suffer from a cute syndrome, and if I say the word cute, I pretty much have to buy it. So yes. This next item is pottery made by BBP. Do you know what that stands for? Do you know? You want to leave a comment. Let me know. Sold a spice jar, little pepper spice jar. Do you recognize this? BBP. 1992 is the year. BBP is for Beaumont Brothers Pottery. I paid $1 for it at a sale up in Abington. It's 3.5 inches high with a cork. I haven't tried to take the cork out. Okay, it comes out. It's sold on offer for $15 plus ship. I'll wrap it in some foam wrap, some bubble wrap, and then mail it in a small box. Not sure now if it's going to fit. I might need a bigger box. I'm pretty certain I'm going to need a bigger box. I was able to fit it in here. Now, I'm not sure if this box is too small for the post office. It's only like 5 by 4 by 4, 5 by 4 by 4. I'm going to recheck, but I can always mail it in a padded envelope so that we have more room for the shipping label. I paid $1 for it, and I picked up 2. I still have one left, I think, somewhere on this shelf back here. Yeah, I would buy Beaumont Brothers Pottery again, BBP, Beaumont Brothers Pottery, because I've sold it before. You do have to check active and sold comps, find out what they're going for, and sure, I'd buy it again. Mark is going to help me pull the next item that we sold. We sold a lighthouse.
A lighthouse?
Yeah.
That's a big sale.
Well, it is, but it's in the miniature section.
Oh, it's a miniature big sale.
Little figurines. And I think the lighthouses, let me step around here.
I think the lighthouses are over on the end here.
Yep. Do you see the one that sold? I didn't even look at the photo yet.
I think it's this one.
Alrighty, and what's it say on the bottom?
It says George Z. Lefton, Ponce de Leon, Inlet, 1994, and it has the Lefton sticker.
Yeah, I bought a bunch of these. I forget what sale. Somewhere I bought a whole bunch. Do you remember? Maybe I have it on my paperwork.
Probably on
the paperwork. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's take a look at the paperwork. What did we... Oh, I don't have any notes. I know that we listed it in 21. Very odd. Don't have any notes, but that happens sometimes. It's sold on sale for $22.46 plus ship. Yep, we have a lighthouse to ship. I'm going to start out with small bubble wrap with this little piece to the side to turn this into a rectangular shape. Got 1 square large 1/2 inch, and then I have a 1/2 sheet over top. I'll just tape this up. This is what we've got. Let's take a measurement. I might be able to fit it in an 8-inch box, but it's 5.5, 8 by 6 by 4. I just got these boxes in. I ordered them from Amazon, and I'll share a link below. 8 by 8 by 6. I think this is going to work just fine. It looks like I'm going to mail it on its side. It's I only collected $6.95 for shipping, so I have to stay fairly light with my packing material. Right now I'm at 13 ounces, so yes, I have to stay very, very light with my packing material. So I went with air pillows on each side, some bubble wrap on each end, and I'll finish off with some bubble wrap on top. 13.3, let's put something like a sample label on top. I'm good. Would I buy Lefton lighthouses to sell again? Well, the fact is, I bought quite a few of them all at the same time. I can't quite remember now. I mean, I see them all over the place. And I guess it's like this. I would buy ceramic ones, not resin, and they have to be in really good condition and easy enough to pack. You know, I don't really want to get large lighthouses. So if you get them for 50 cents or $1 or so, sure, I would buy them again, but always check. What do we check? Active and sold eBay comps. Somehow I missed recording what this next item sold for, you know, what we paid for it and what it sold for, but I showed you something similar earlier in the video. So here it is. Would I buy it again to resell? Well, if the price is right, condition is great, no broken flowers, no broken wings, really good condition, sure, I'd buy it again to resell. I hope you enjoyed today's video on what sold, and I hope some of the packing tips helped, as well as whether I would buy it again or not to resell. Again, if you haven't done so, please subscribe and check out my other videos. I have hundreds of videos, very detailed videos on how to pack pretty much everything. Thanks for watching. I'm Vicki, and I'll see you in the next video.